Hello, everyone. From now on, I'm going to be releasing the 5Q games on Friday, and I'll do it every Friday. Well, let's get started. Okay, looks like I'm black. Just going to play my normal opening. Play 2 4 4s. So I'll play here to try and counter the influence. So I have this stone high, so I can approach here, trying to develop this side. Plays here, but it's kind of small. So now I can double approach and kind of develop on both sides. And here you normally want to attach, because playing this one is normally not good anymore because black takes the corner and is considered just better for black. This kick is not a thing, because you can see now black can kind of develop on both sides and this 3-3 is still there. Um, so I want to make a base here. I'm going to play low because it keeps kind of like a high-low thing, which makes it easier to deal with invasions. He approaches here. So this doesn't have a base, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a base. So he did 2 large knights. And normally you want to have at least one closer so that the 3-3 is not as easy. And because I don't really have anything else to do, 3-3 seems quite good at the moment. Tari here first. Connect. So we have this cut. Okay, so he tries to kill, but we can cut here. Okay, so we have a cutting point here. Want to try and get rid of that. Not sure what the best way to do it though is. Hmm, let me see. I want to press it down so that I can start a capturing race. So I'll Tari here first, and then press down, and then surround it like this. He Tanukis again. Hmm. Curious if he'll respond to this one. And it makes my group very strong, nice and connected. He Tanukis again. Okay. So we'll leave that for now. Still a little bit worried about the cutting point here, so I'll extend here once, see if that helps. Oh, he ignores it. Okay, I'll just jump. Interesting. I'll just capture this stone. He doesn't yet have 2 eyes. Now my group has an eye, so it's pretty strong. And he didn't respond here, so I can Atari and jump here, which is developing this and the center. So he goes here, trying to reduce the center. I'm just going to peep here to try and protect my corner, because there's some Aji with this move here. And now I'm going to Hane here, see what he does. Push. Hmm. Seems there's not much I can do there. Hmm. We'll just try this. Hmm. Okay, so 4Q seems to be a bit better than 5 Dawn, I think. Plays different. It's confusing. Because he played like these weird moves that were slow in the opening, but they seem to be better at making sure their groups are alive. They handled this group a lot better. I probably should have spent some more time there. Because the 5 Dons kind of just, oh, not 5 Dons, the 5 Qs kind of just let me do whatever I wanted. I think I'll go here to cut this stone off. Don't want to let this cut become a big issue. So I'll try to fix it and also leave a ko here for later. And he didn't extend here, so I'm going to Hane and try to grow my center some more. Okay, so he just jumps in. Going to go here to completely reduce this, and then fix my cut while protecting this area. So he runs away. Okay. So 4Q seem to be better at reducing as well, because they don't just jump in and die. Hmm. And it seems like they protect their cutting points. And now it looks like in-game, so we'll do corners and sides first. Okay. Not much to explain in this game, because like I said, he's playing very simple. And he's defending his weak points. He handled this corner pretty well. The center, I don't think he handled very well. I think he could have done better with that. But this reduction wasn't bad. Like he defended his cutting point. He didn't go in so deep that I could try to attack it. And so far in game, he seems to be doing okay. Hmm. Can he do that one? I think he maybe misread this, unless I did. So I can still jump here. Maybe he thought I couldn't do this because he could connect, but or he only read this far, so he saw if I push here, he goes here, he pushes here, I go here because he can connect to this stone. So yeah, he lost a lot of points there. I'm assuming he just misread. Okay, so I got this in game. This one he could have played here, which kind of helped prevent the monkey jump, but not really. Um, I have some weaknesses with this group, so I'm going to go ahead and fix these real quick. This was a bit too slow because he's already connected and out. I don't think he needed to worry about eyes. Hmm. And just do a monkey jump. Yeah, just this one. There's still a ko here if I wanted to. Mm, yeah, I'll just stay connected. He can reduce some more, but I think this is about it. So I can go here. If he goes down, I can go here. He cuts, connect. Atari here. I have two liberties, so it should be okay. And just gotta make sure I capture these. And I can even connect here to save that stone, and then just capture. Okay, and just come over here, which is threatening to cut these off. And just reduce this area. Yeah, his end game is definitely not as strong as the rest of his game. But like his opening, while it was slow, it was very solid. And like I said, he didn't reduce, he didn't invade too far. And he handled this corner a lot better than I expected. What does score estimator say? Yeah, it says I'm winning by about 33. And most of that happened just in end game. Before this, I think I was probably winning by about 10 or so. Mm, yeah, I'll just block. So he has to be a little bit careful here. Because he's not yet alive, so I can capture these stones. Oof, that's probably a mistake. Because these are in Atari already, I can play here and not worry about my liberties. So I think if he worked on his end game, he'd be much stronger than 4Q. Okay, so now he's in panic mode. And this just doesn't do anything. Well, I'll just come over here, fix my weaknesses over here. Okay, and he resigned. Okay, and I'll do a quick review. Okay, so we played this one, which is kind of slow, but not a big mistake. This kick here, again, very slow. It lets me develop on both sides, but he's 100% alive. Then he plays this one. I make a base. This one was just too early. This was my mistake. Well, this whole area was my mistake. I should just try to press down like this to try and develop the center. As you can see, I'm kind of developing this whole area once I play moves up here. But I did this one, which I think even if I did this correctly, it just ends up being the same. And then I misread here, thinking I could do something, but I just couldn't. And after this, I'm probably behind by probably around 5 to 10 points because I kind of just gave him this corner. But I got the outside, so I feel like I kind of covered for my mistakes. He plays this one, which again I think is a little too slow. And he does have some weaknesses here, so I would think he would play something like this. And then now that he's alive, there's a cutting point. This probably would have been better, but that's if he's alive. Then he invades here. So here, I don't really have a good move. I guess I could do something like this, but then he just kind of runs out into my area. So I felt like it was best to Nuki that, let him play the next move, and then I can follow it up. So I played here to fix my weaknesses, which also gives me some weaknesses in the corner or the side. And he just attaches here, and then he just lives. And again, this is something you don't really see from the 5Q games. There, they would just let themselves stay weak. So I feel like he is definitely on a higher level because he's defending. I think he probably does it a little too extreme, but I think it's good to be extreme and then kind of like balance yourself out as you practice. But I got this, which let me connect all of these and build sort of a moyo here. And then this is all low, and this is low, kind of surrounded or almost surrounded. So it feels hard to really reduce this. He played here, which this was good. He's staying connected to his stones. He's not just jumping in blindly. I play here to try and fix my corner shape, which there's some weaknesses here. Because if I don't, let's say I just block here. If he goes here and I go here, you can see that there's some cutting points and some chances he could live in the corner. And if I try to protect the corner, he can just kind of run out here, which there's like peeps and stuff, so it gets a little bit messy. So I tried to defend that first. Then I played here, which here I could have played a lot better. I played this one, which is probably the biggest mistake of the game. Because if I just do this one, he connects, then I go down. These are almost captured, so he has to try and prevent that. And I can do this in Sente. So he has to capture these two stones. And then when I go here, he doesn't have two eyes. So it turns into a capturing race, which I feel I should be able to win this, either to live or to kill. But not sure. But even if I don't, White would be forced to fill in all these liberties, which would be giving me points or taking away his own points, which gives me more. And it also fixes the outside weaknesses and all that. So this would have been much better. For some reason, I did this one though, which is terrible. Is after this, obviously, he just has two eyes. And then I go back to the center. And at this point, after this is all just clearly dead, I'm probably behind by about 10. But he didn't really handle this very well since he's already ahead here. All he had to do was just make this points and give me some of these, and I feel like he should stay ahead. Um, because he was already ahead here. This was already kind of my area, and I'm making this, and this looks about the same size. And he can still reduce with moves like this. There's still this stuff down here he could do to connect under, and he can still like Hane here and try to reduce this some more. And there's still weaknesses here. And then this one's pretty big because I'd be forced to live in the corner, so he could expand this, and then he could play this in game. Yeah, it looks like it'd be good for white. But instead, oh, I went back too far. But instead, he Tanuki'd here, so I think he got a little bit scared of this area. But I feel like if he took the time to count, you would know that he was ahead and didn't really need to do this. So I just go here to prevent the peep here and connection to cut this off. And then again, stopped him from connecting. And then I can just cut through here and Sente and protect my weak points and Sente. And then I come back here, which is destroying his area and growing mine, which is just very good. This move I like. I can't really surround this in one move. If I try to go this way, he just, not that one. He can just run this way, threatening to connect to this. And it's already pretty much alive, so I don't think I can really force anything there. And even if it did, I feel like reducing this would be much bigger than this, so I think he'd be ahead still. So instead, I think I just went here. to completely destroy this area. These two stones are kind of small, so I feel like he probably should just try to reduce like this, but I don't think it really matters. I think I'm too far ahead at this point. Defended my weak point. He defended his by running out, which was good. I protect my center. He pushes a little bit, but not too far. This might have been too much. I think it just helped defend my weaknesses. Then he came back and defended again, which is again very good. And then I just defend my weaknesses, and then it's just endgame where he made a big misread here. Um, but if he just defended here, probably ahead by about 20. But after I destroy all that, obviously it's closer to 40. And after that, probably not much to go over, so that's probably a quick review. But yeah, wasn't much to say in this game. He, like I said, he played very solid, and I made a big mistake here, and he was strong enough to punish me for it. And so yeah, I think 4Q, if this is like a more normal 4Q, then it's pretty obvious that the reason they're 4Q and not 5Q is because they defend and live. And that was all it really takes. Um, and then if he just fixes some of the misreads and the end game, I think he'd be a lot stronger. But yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.